three guys walk into a bar. Alright, you with me? They go and sit down. They have a few beverages, talk about guy stuff like boobs and sports and stuff. And all of a sudden, a girl comes up to one of the guys. And she basically says, in a nutshell, this is just, in the shell of a nut, she says, "Would you be interested in having birthday sex?" What's up, my nuggets? If you're asking yourself right now, is that a real story? Yes. It is an entirely true story. Based on true events, completely. Happened. If you're wondering who that one guy was, it was me. And I thought about when this happened to me, and I was like, wow, I gotta put this in a commentary. I knew what people were gonna think right away. They're gonna be like, wow, okay, so you've told us two real life stories, and they've both involved random girls coming up to you and offering to fondle your bumpkin. Fondle your bumpkin. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're like, wow, you're just a hotshot on campus and all the girls want you. And I'm just going to put that to rest right now and say that is completely and 100% utterly true. I am the man on campus. Everyone wants to be me. No, I'm just kidding. Most of the time when girls come up to me, they just come up to me and they're like, "Oh, haha, your hair is so silly," and then they throw bubble gum on my shoes. And so that's my normal experience with women. But every once in a while, I get these really awkward. I wouldn't say awkward as much as awesome, but just different kinds of experiences with women, and I feel that I need to share them with you. So, without further ado, let me give you more of an in-depth look into this story. So, I go to the bar because it's my birthday, and I'll cry if I want to, and I order up a nice tall glass of ginger ale, non-alcoholic, just sipping on my little, and it's in like a little cup, like a little Dixie cup, the ones that you use to like rinse out your mouth after you're done brushing your teeth, and it's like in a little clear Dixie cup, and when I order it, I order the old Dixie Gingy. That's what the bartender knows how to make my drink. When I say I want a little Dixie Gingy, he just pours up a little glass of ginger ale. So that's code for if you ever go to the bar. So anyways, I'm sitting there sipping on my Gingy Dixie, and this girl comes up to me, and here I'm going to recite the exact conversation for you guys, word for word, because it was so short and so incredibly outlandish that I remembered every single word of it. So it went something like this. The girl goes, "Hey," and I go, "What's up?" And as I'm saying "what's up," I'm trying to do I know this girl? Like, what's going on here? And the next thing she throws at me was, "So I hear it's your birthday." And this is what I was thinking to myself. I was like, okay, it is my birthday, but even if it wasn't, I would still say, yeah, it is, because nothing bad ever happens after you agree that it's your birthday. It's not like someone walks up to you and they're like, "Hey, I hear it's your birthday," and you're like, "Yeah, it is," and they're like, "Oh, cool, so I get to punch you in the face for however many years you are old." No one says that. So it's normally positive things come after you admitting that it's your birthday. So I was like, yeah, it's my birthday, which was actually true, so it was kind of cool. And then she continues to say, this is actually the very next thing she said was, "So what are we going to do about that?" And I go, well, I have a clown that's going to be coming over to my house later, so if you want to come and it can make you a balloon animal. No, I didn't say that. If there's one, I'll give myself this. If there's one thing I know how to do, it's talk to the ladies. So I was smooth talking to her a little bit. She was clearly interested in me, or so I thought. But when she first came up to me, I was like, okay, this girl might be interested in me. And then she throws this way out of left field into my court, and the very next thing she says after I was just kind of smooth talking her was, "So what do you think about birthday sex?" And I was like, okay, this has officially gone to the next level. From there on, I was going to drop her into one of these three categories, and I hadn't yet decided because I was still trying to figure it out, but it was either she was A, a prostitute, and she was trying to money grunge me. She was B, a slut, which, no offense to all you sluts out there that watch my videos, but ew. And C, she was probably just a slutty prostitute. So I was trying to figure out which of the three she was, and in all three of those scenarios, I felt myself saying absolutely no. But I gave her the benefit of the doubt, and we talked for a while, and she kept bringing it up, and I kept kind of shrugging it off, because there's nothing, and this is a little bit of knowledge that I'm about to drop on you, so just take out your pen and paper. Girl Talk 101 with Phantasmo. There is nothing that drives women crazy more than getting rejected. Or not necessarily rejected, because I wasn't like, no, ew, you're gross, you have cooties, I would never kiss you. Ugh, I didn't say that. I was just like, I was just kind of brushing it off. And when you do that, girls, like, there's not a lot of things that I understand about the female brain, but one thing I do understand is that when you do that, girls are like, wow, why? Like, they're thinking this to themselves. They're like, why does he not want to, hang out with me? Why does he not want to do all this stuff? Like, what's wrong with me? And it gets their head going, and it gets them in a back pedal, and then it makes it easier for you to come in at your own convenience and be like, bam, all right, let's do it. Not necessarily let's do it, but, you catch my drift. So, anyways, to make a long story short, because this is kind of cutting a lot longer than I had planned on it, but I'm probably just going to have to pick a longer gameplay, but that's alright. So, yeah, I kept brushing it off, because, I don't want gonorrhea. I mean, that's like basically the underlying theme of the whole story is it wasn't a good idea. So I kept brushing it off, and then she finally left, and because I was just all about broing out that night, but then she came back with two of her friends, and there was some more conversation that got traded, and if I were to go any further in this commentary as far as telling you what happened, it would kind of, how could I put this? It would overstep the guidelines that I had previously put in place that kind of preserve the graphic nature of my channel. Does that make sense? I just kind of threw a bunch of big words out there and hope that it made sense. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and I'll cut the story short there, and maybe, why don't we just, I don't know, in the comment section, why don't you just put your conclusion to my story and make it, make it as funny as you want, and then I'll pick my favorite one, and I'll send you an extra large bucket of noodles on your birthday. So, I'm just going to leave it there. I thought I would share this with you guys. I'm going to start doing more of these kind of day in the life videos. I was trying to think if I should call it anything separate besides Black Ops, because sometimes I might feel like not putting Black Ops gameplay up, like if I should have a title for this new kind of series that I'm starting up, but just let me know, and let me know the outcome of the story in your perspective in the comment section. I'm looking forward to reading those, and as always, stay classy. I'll talk to you later, guys. Peace, nuggets.